I'm Shauntel, your beauty expert, and I'm here to teach you how to do your makeup. Are you ready? The biggest trend in makeup right now is contouring. It actually slims your face and makes it look like you've lost about 10 pounds. So are you ready to work out without any sweat? Let's get started. So the first thing that you need when it comes to contour is a great product, and I have just that. Christopher Buckle's All Over Warming Powder. One of the reasons why I love this powder is because it doesn't have any shimmer in it. I'll talk about that a little later. The next thing that you're going to need is a small powder brush. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a U or an upside down smile formation on our forehead. I'm going to go ahead and start that now. And it should really just make you look more sun-kissed. Turn your face towards me, Taylor. Thank you. Okay, don't worry about blending that yet. We're going to do that at the end. The next thing we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down so I can show you, is we're going to find the hollows of your cheeks. Okay, so Taylor, go ahead and put your fingers up. Are you putting your fingers up? Great. Okay, so put them on your temple and just work your way down until you feel the hollowing of your cheekbones. Once you found that, then you found the second placement for your contour. Never go past the apples of your cheek because it's going to look bad. So just trust me, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with that same brush. I already have powder on it from her forehead, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make that formation. Just imagine that you're drawing like a sideburn. That's the type of shape that you're making. You see how that just immediately slims the face down? Okay, don't worry about blending at this point. So now, we're going to actually make you look flush, like you're sunburned, okay? And the way that we're going to do that is by bringing more color to your skin. And go ahead and switch up my brushes because I don't want to put more contour powder on her face. This is the Forever Duo palette, but I'm not going to use the cream. I'm only going to use the powder blush. This time we're going to start on her cheekbones instead of her forehead. Again, don't worry about blending as much. And don't go past the contour point. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I just really want you to be able to see the difference between that contour and that blush. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna put it on the forehead. And I like to touch the back of my hand before I do this because I don't want your head to be looking really red, actually sunburned. And we're gonna go ahead and put that right on top of the contour on her forehead. And now this is the time that we can start blending. And the way that we do that is by going back and forth and then making circle motions. The reason for the circle motions is it mimics skin. If you just do lines in your face, you're gonna look like an isosceles triangle, and we don't want that. Okay, so you already see how this is really sculpting her face. Now, if you want to go that extra mile, we can actually contour your nose. The biggest thing is you want to make sure that you're not using a bronzer that has a shimmer to it because it's going to actually make your nose look bigger. Okay, this is a short eyeshadow brush. I'm tapping the excess on the back of my hand. Okay, the smaller you want it, the closer in you go. So if you want your nose to be smaller than this, then you would just go in closer. You never want to forget about the bottom of the nose, because if you do, it could look like railroad tracks, and you don't want that. Okay, and I'm patting so that it goes into the skin and looks natural. All right, so if you really want to go that extra mile, we can add a little bit of an illumination color on the tops of the cheekbone to really make it look like you've just been sun-kissed by the gods. And I'm going to use Becca's Illuminating Powder Palette. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Sometimes I buy shiny things as a makeup artist and as a woman. All right, so this is the color I'm going to be using, Copper Blush. I'm just going to dab a little bit of that on the brush because this is very highly pigmented. I'm gonna tap her right here on the cheekbone. And this is something that you really will notice as you're walking around throughout your day. You really notice this more as the sunlight bounces off of your skin, and you can blend as you see needed, and that is your contouring.